What if the part of life that you try not to talk about is the very thing God wants to use to help somebody else breathe again? I was thinking about this one the other day because there are moments you don't just regret, you feel broken by them. Not surface level broken. I mean the kind where you sit there after and think, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep doing this? Why can't I just get it together? That question hits deeper than people admit because it's not just about the mistake, it's about what it says about you. It starts to feel like maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe this is just who I am. Maybe I'm too broken for God to actually use. I was struggling with that because brokenness doesn't just hurt, it reshapes how you see yourself. It makes you hesitate. It makes you pull back. It makes you feel like you have to fix yourself first before you even can come close to God. And that's where things get twisted because the enemy doesn't just want you to fall. He wants you to stay there. He takes your lowest moment and turns it into a conclusion. You've done too much. You keep repeating it. You should be past this by now. And if you listen long enough, you start to agreeing. You start wearing it. And you stop expecting anything different. And then he isolates you, makes you feel like you're the only one who struggles like this. So you don't talk about it. You don't bring it into the light. You sit in it quietly, and over time, brokenness starts to feel permanent. But that's not how God works. God doesn't wait for you to be unbroken to get close to you. He meets you in it. Look at Samson, not when he's strong. Look at him when everything is gone, because that's the version people relate to. He knew better. That's what makes it heavy. He wasn't clueless, and he kept getting close to what was slowly destroying him, letting things slide, ignoring what he knew, until one day it cost him everything. His strength gone, his vision gone, his position gone. And if you're honest, that's what brokenness feels like you lost something in yourself, like you're not who you were supposed to be, like you had potential, and somehow you're sitting in the opposite of it. And the question underneath all of that is, am I too broken to be used? That's the real question, not the surface one, that one. But Samson's story didn't end there. In the lowest place, with nothing left to hold on to, he finally stops trying to hold himself together. No image, no excuses, no pretending, just real. He cries out. And that moment, that honest, stripped down moment, that's where something shifts because God meets him there. Not when he fixed himself and not when he proved anything. Right there in the brokenness. And that changes everything because it means brokenness doesn't disqualify you. It exposes where you need God. And that feels uncomfortable. But it's also where rebuilding starts. When God begins to rebuild you, he doesn't ignore what happened. He works through it. He starts separating what you did from who you are. He breaks that agreement you made with the lie. That is just me. That'll always be the way it is. And slowly you start to see differently. You start catching patterns earlier. You start noticing what pulls at you. You start recognizing the setup before it becomes the fall. That doesn't happen overnight, but it starts, and that matters because there are people asking the same question you asked, Am I too broken? And they're not looking for someone perfect. They're looking for someone real, someone who understands what it feels like to sit in that place, to feel stuck, to feel disappointed in yourself, to feel like you've messed up too many times. And when God brings you through that, not around it, through it, your story changes, not because it disappears, but because it gets redeemed. What felt like the reason you couldn't be used becomes the reason someone else finally listens. So if you're sitting there thinking, I've gone too far, I've repeated this too many times, I should have been further along than this, hear this clearly. You are not too broken for God to use. You're just in the place where He starts doing the deeper work, the work that actually lasts. So don't pull away and don't isolate yourself. Don't decide the ending based on where you are right now. Bring it to Him, even if it's messy, even if it's repetitive, even if all you can say is, God, I don't have this together. Because that place right there is not the end of your story. It's the place where God begins to rebuild something in you that is stronger than what was broken and deeper than what you lost and real enough to help someone else finally breathe again and start finding their way back home.